Test, test. Good morning, my lecturers and my fellow friends. Today, I will only borrow 5 minutes of your attention, 5 minutes that I sure hope will stay with you for far longer. Every day, as we all know, our lives follow the same rhythm. Rushing to lectures, memorizing endless facts, stressing over exams, and at the end of the day, we'll be sure joke with our friends and laugh. And in the spaces between, we would scroll through social media. We would stumble upon images, headlines, and tragedies. Tap, swipe, and forget. But I want to pause here and ask, is this all we're meant to be? Just students who wake up, study, pass exams, and repeat? Most of us don't even look beyond our own little bubble. I mean, sure, we care about our grades, our routines, our future. It's normal, we're human. But if that's all we ever focus on, then what's the point? Life has to be more than just building a career. Because to be truly educated, truly wise, is not just to bury ourselves in books. It's to lift our eyes, to see the world as it is, to let the world move us. True wisdom reminds us our lives are not just about ourselves. If our minds are brilliant, but our hearts stay closed, then we are not healers. We are just mere bystanders. And no matter how smart we think we are, if we don't care about what's happening around us, then all that knowledge is empty. And right now, while we sit here in comfort, children in Gaza breathe their last in collapsing hospitals. Children are dying, hospitals are collapsing, families are grieving, and yet, for many of us, it remains just another notification. It has become nothing more than just another headline we scroll past. I bet we are probably telling ourselves, it's too far, it's too complicated, someone else will care. But silence is not neutrality. It is choosing the side of those who harm, not those who suffer. The World Health Organization warns that Gaza's health system is on the brink of total collapse. Power outages are constant and even clean water is a rarity. Operating rooms burst at 3 times their intended capacity, patients spilling into hallways and steriles, the air thick with disinfectant and blood. And it isn't the only space that runs out. Essential medicines, antibiotics, anesthesia, oxygen are gone in more than half of the remaining hospitals. Surgeons perform amputations and emergency cesareans with little or no anesthesia. Even the bandages are made from scraps of cloth that cannot stay sterile. So wounds fester and infection spreads. In one hospital, flies swarm over open wounds. Blood soaks into the floor and the stench of burning flesh fills every corridor. According to WHO, only 19 of the territory's 36 hospitals remain functional. Put in mind that this number isn't even up to date. It might be less than 19 hospitals as we speak. And I want to remind you that this is not just statistics or random numbers being put on a spreadsheet. We are talking about real people. There are infants gasping in powerless incubators. There are mothers clutching children whose cries have faded to a whisper. There are elderly patients who's waiting for antibiotics that will never come. And there are even doctors and nurses who, even after losing their own families, they work endless shifts in stifling darkness. They witness shattered limbs and children pulled from rubble, yet they keep going. Why? Because stopping is not an option. And we have to ask ourselves, is it really acceptable to turn a blind eye and know absolutely nothing about what is going on there? We pride ourselves on our intelligence and our dedication to study. But true knowledge is a lot more than just lectures and exams. It's the strength to pay attention even when it's a lot easier to look away. We may never stand shoulder to shoulder with those doctors in Gaza or hold their hands of their patients, but the very least we can do is refuse to scroll past. refuse to be silent, refuse to look away. Acknowledging their struggle is not a small gesture. It is an act of solidarity. When we seek out information about them, when we educate ourselves and speak the truth, we are keeping their stories alive. So let us not be the students who only live in books, who bury ourselves in exams and forget the world outside. Let us be more than silent observers. Let us be informed, compassionate, and ready to stand up for what is right. Because medicine is not just a career. It is a vow to defend the dignity of every human life, even when that life is a world away. Thank you so much. That's all from me.